Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I do an IV push at home using a cocktail of glutathione, vitamin C, and thioctic acid. This combo has many amazing benefits from brighter, glowier skin and overall skin health to immunity support, detox, and boosting your overall energy. So far I've noticed much clearer skin, improved energy. Also, I'm noticing that my hair and nails have been growing very fast. Quick heads up though, I'm not a licensed healthcare professional. I just had a ton of experience with medical aesthetics and wellness, and I'm here to share what's really worked well for me. This video is for educational purposes only, and you should always check in with a licensed provider before trying anything new. Alright, let's get into it. So here I have my station all set up. First thing here is the vitamin C in the vial. This is 20 mils of vitamin C, and I'm just taking off the cap to each one. This one here is the glutathione. It comes as a freeze-dried powder that will be reconstituting with bacteriostatic saline. I'm going to be taking an alcohol swab and wiping the top of each vial where I'm going to be inserting the needle. This is a 5 ml syringe and a 1-inch 25 gauge needle. This is the saline here, and what I'll be doing is filling the two 5 ml syringes with saline only for to flush the lines. So we do a flush in the beginning and then we do a flush in the end. The flush is very important, to kind of prime your veins, get everything going, but also it helps you make sure that you're in the right spot. Now I'm taking a 20 ml syringe. This is a big boy. And we're filling it up halfway, up to 10 mils with saline. I'm going to be using this to reconstitute my glutathione freeze-dried powder. So we'll just inject that in, and then we'll swirl it around, shake it up a bit just to get that fully incorporated until you don't see any more of the white powder left. Then I'm drawing up all of the amount into the syringe here. And the glutathione will actually be injected at the very end because it does not mix very well with vitamin C in the cocktail. Now I'm taking another 20 ml syringe, and you'll see here that I injected 5 mils of air into the vitamin C vial. That's because it's negative pressure, so however much I'll be drawing up is how much air I'll be injecting in there afterwards, or else it'll be very difficult. You'll be fighting a vacuum trying to draw it up. I do 5 mils of the vitamin C per 20 ml syringe, and I dilute the rest with saline. So 15 ml saline, 5 mils vitamin C. The reason being is vitamin C is very acidic, and if I don't dilute it this much, it will burn going in. I like to keep it on the safe side. I know some people do less. I did less, and I found it did burn, so that's just my best practice. More saline equals more comfort. I've skipped ahead here and diluted 2 more syringes with the vitamin C. And now I'm taking another 20 ml syringe, and this is the thioctic acid. And you see that little red dot there? That is where you're going to be breaking the vial. I'm going to put it in the wrapper of the 20 ml syringe just for safety, for glass. And you're going to break it with the dot facing away from you and dispose of it in that wrapper for safety. And now I'm going to be drawing all of that up in there. And that's going to get mixed right in with the remaining vitamin C. So vitamin C and thioctic acid are okay to mix together. Vitamin C and glutathione are not okay. That's why we're doing the glutathione in the end. After drawing up the rest of that vitamin C, I'm going to be filling up the rest with saline. So in the end, you should have 3 syringes with vitamin C, 1 syringe with vitamin C and thioctic acid, and then 1 syringe for the very end of glutathione. Here you can see I'm looking for a spot to stick myself, looking for a good vein. I don't like to go on the inside of the elbow. I find that's a mobile area and the needle can move, especially where I'm using a butterfly needle and not a catheter. You want to fully sanitize the area, of course, and let it air dry. I'm taking a piece of medical tape to hold down the butterfly needle to keep it still. This butterfly needle here, they have a tube, and you want to give that a little stretch. It just tends to be a little stubborn. I'm taking off the tip so that I could screw it right into the syringe, and here I'll be going into the vein. You can see we have a flash of blood there, and I taped it down. Now, I have it connected to my 5 ml syringe with the flush, and I pulled back the plunger to see if there's blood going in the tube. If there's blood going in the tube, that's good. That means you're in a vein. But then sometimes the needle can move and it can cause some problems. So I wanted to be very transparent and show you that it doesn't always work out right every time. So this one actually was a fail. I had to take out that needle because I lost the connection. It was not giving me a flash of blood anymore. Here you can see I'm going into my hand. Also a mobile area, not quite as bad as not being able to move your elbow. So I went in, you could see a flash of blood there in the tube, all is good. And then I'm injecting the flush, which is only saline, 5 mils of that. Now that we know we have a good connection and we're steady in the vein, I'm going in with the vitamin C. Again, I'm pulling back on the plunger as you can see here, just to make sure we're still in that vein. You could see a flash of blood in that tube. And then now I'm starting to do my push IV. I'm injecting very, very slowly. Very important to go very slowly. The whole thing should take you anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes. I think it took me like 45. You want to go very, very slow for a couple of reasons. A, we're doing vitamin C. It is very acidic and you can burn yourself if you go very fast. And B, your veins can only handle so much. If you inject too quickly, you will blow a vein. If you think about this compared to an IV drip, this is going much faster than that. And of course, safety is our #1 priority. So after this, I just switch out the syringes. I do the rest of the vitamin C ones, the thioctic acid, and then finally, at the very end, you're gonna do your glutathione. Still going very, very slow, of course. And after you're done your glutathione, you'll do your final flush, your final syringe, the 5 ml syringe of saline, just to clear everything out, have it flowing smoothly. If you guys want me to elaborate more on going into a vein, which veins are the safest, and more frequently asked questions, just let me know in the comments and I'd be happy to help. And that's it. Super simple once you get the hang of it. Just remember, always go slow, stay super clean with your technique, and don't skip any of the prep steps. If you found this helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend, or hit that subscribe button for more DIY medical aesthetics. Got any questions or want me to cover something else? Drop a comment below, I'd love to help. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, I'll see you on the next one.